Yes, people, welcome back to NAF, where we're going to be talking about UCL results. We got Deo on the way, Monts on the way, so I'm pretty sure that we're going to... I mean, look, let's be real, man. The only one that we can really banter today is probably Monts again. Because Liverpool lost, Arsenal won. I'd say City got robbed.
City got robbed, though.
Newcastle swept the floor of that USG. The other McAllister brothers in the mud. He got hooked. How about that?
That's more good than 2 pence.
You know what the maddest thing is? The guy got 2 like VAR decisions, I think it was, against him as well. The left centre back in that first game of Newcastle. They battered them, man. That Volta-Maida's got, yeah, man. Germany's got a good strike on their hands. So
he's actually good. Volta-Maida is actually good.
Yeah, he's decent. For me today, though, I can't lie. Tonali's just unreal, man. Langer was ripping up. But regardless, anyways, Arsenal, boy, that's the best football I've seen you lot play in a long time. Even you, Patrick.
We play ball, though. We play ball.
Even City should have won. Yeah, I know I changed the title. My bad. It's 2-0, not 2-1, so you might need to refresh. I was going to say, even Man City, they should have won like 5-6-1. I don't think that was a penalty. You know, smashing the bar a couple times. But you, man, must be happy. I feel like we got a happy panel today.
You know what it is? When we play in the Champions League and the team thinks they can play us without sitting back and having to defend, this is what happens. It was a good performance. It was a really good performance, but Olympiacos really did not do what 90% of teams do against us, which is play a solid defensive lineup and try to like stifle us and hit us on the counter. Instead, they try to play against us. And that's what happens to you when you try to play one-touch football around, and then boom, one pass into the box. It could be over.
Yeah. Charles, I mean, with Arsenal, look, Raya made a world class. Did anyone watch it? Did you watch it?
Raya made a save. That is a save.
Raya made it.
Can you talk about David Raya to start?
Yeah. Go on, go for it.
Where do you guys put David Raya amongst the best in the world? Because it's not even an Arsenal gas thing. He's been consistent for well over 3 years now. If you include this year, starting it off this season.
I don't know what to put.
And in the Premier League, Alisson has been injured a lot lately. Ederson has just left. What's his name? Donnarumma just walked in. Is it not safe to say he's been the best keeper in the Premier League for the last 2 years?
No. He's one of the best, but Alisson's still number one, bro. Let's keep it real. Alisson's
unreal.
Look, guys, 2 seconds.
I'm saying he's one of the best. Ray is one of the best, but Alisson is top dog. Alisson's top.
Can I tell you what's painful? Donnarumma just walked in, but he's second, and he's still better. He just walked in.
So you think he's the third best?
He actually won a treble, to be fair. That's the only thing, but yeah.
Okay, so you have him as the third best keeper in the Premier League. Where do you have him? Who else across the world is better?
No one. I don't think anyone else does.
Courtois? Are we saying Courtois?
No, but Courtois been in. I'm not gonna lie. Courtois been injured of late. He's still world class for me though. Like obviously he had his ACL and he's just come back. David Raya has been playing at world class level. For me, David Raya is world class. No one can tell me any different. If you're gonna tell me you're gonna put him in a bracket, you look at goalkeepers, right, and the ones that are gonna make the difference. I've seen David Raya even this season, let alone last season. We're going to talk about Man United. Fucking hell. He made some good saves against us. You're like, how has he done that? Courtois still world class. Look, David Raya is a world class goalkeeper. There's no one that can tell me different. Last 2 years, he's been absolutely unreal. Last 3 years,
he's number one for his country.
I think he is now. He would be now. I don't know. I think there's no way they can be picking Unai Simon. He's okay, I suppose, but he's not that guy. But today, if you haven't seen that save, I tell you right now, go on Twitter or something and go have a little look for yourself.
But sometimes when you're talking about all these things, you also look. The unfair thing is whether Arsenal fans love it or not. I love your keeper. I think he's good, but in this world, credit matters and what you've achieved. So I'm sorry, he's very good, but I would still put him below Donnarumma and Courtois. And them.
All right, so when Harry Kane left Tottenham and he didn't achieve anything, was he world class or wasn't he?
He's still world class.
Okay, then. So why does it need to be defined by what you've achieved?
No, I'm just saying. If you talk about keepers right now, he doesn't go over Courtois. He doesn't go over Donnarumma. He doesn't go over Alisson. I still put him below all those.
Can you name 5 of those?
What do you mean?
Because the way I view world class is, are you amongst the 5 best in your position in the world?
No. In the top 5, he is there right now, but he's not above those 3 I've just mentioned.
Okay, so then he is world class. Then that's the point. It's not.
Yeah, he is. I wouldn't deny that.
I'm not saying he's the best in the world, but I'm saying he's definitely top 5, which makes
but I think for a minute there, can I be honest? I think for a minute there, you wanted us to say because Alisson hasn't been maybe fit, you wanted us to put Raya as number 1. You wanted us to put him as number 1 in Prem, isn't it?
Yeah, you couldn't even. And you know what? What's his weakness? What's David Raya's weakness? I think he's only got one, and I think it's a lack of like his
top 5.
Is that the top
5 in the world, bro?
I think in the world right now, in the last 5 years, what would you say, D man? If I don't think I can name 3-4 better goalkeepers than this guy.
No, it's literally Alisson for me.
Alisson's the best. Alisson's just the best.
Alisson.
And then I think Ray in that conversation with the Courtois of this world. I don't like I said, there's not many you can name after that, but Raya, he makes his world-class saves. He does have I don't know, like when he tries to play that short pop. It's not his goalkeeping, I suppose it's distribution. He's good at distribution, but sometimes he tries to play that silly passes unnecessarily. That can kind of cost him. But a lot of keepers do that anyway. But no, he's definitely
Courtois and Donna.
Yeah, Donnarumma has that in him as well, though. That's the thing. He has that bit of that bozo bit. But I think other than Alisson, I think all goalkeepers have got a bit of bozo in them.
Even Alisson has done bozo moments.
Even Alisson.
The only weakness that he has is he's not 6'4" like Donnarumma is.
Yeah, that don't matter though. He makes up with that. He's like Casillas. Casillas was never the biggest. He was like 6 foot on the dot. And he was like a cat.
Is he commanding in the box? Like, when it
comes he has the highest win rate in the air in the box in the Premier League. Out of every keeper. He clears out. The way he commands his box. Look at the game versus Manchester United, first game of the season. The difference between two goalkeepers.
I'd give Raya his flowers. I think he's a world-class keeper right now, and there's no denying it. I think he's got his status. For me, are you doing it in Champions League? Yes. Are you doing it in the Premier League? Yes. Have you been doing it consistently? Yeah. Have you won anything? No, not yet. But I don't think that needs to define if you're world class or not. Because I've seen some.
The medals have to come. The medals have to come.
Yeah, of course they do. But
the medals can't come in October. Let's talk in May.
Yeah, that's more down to a manager getting them over the line. Because if you're talking about individuals and whatnot, like Raya's getting golden gloves and stuff like that. If you're leaving it, and I know that helps, but he's a part of that. It's not about what he's won. It's not about what he's won.
The golden gloves in the Prem sometimes.
I know. But you look at Raya and you look at like, okay, if he's got to a final when it comes to when it matters, I don't look at him and think, he's gonna be the one that messes up. Do you know what I mean? That's really down to more
defense. He hasn't conceded 2 goals in how many years? He hasn't conceded 2 plus goals in the game.
I wouldn't say more passes overused for goalkeepers. I just don't think you can name more than 5 goalkeepers better than him, and that says a lot. If you're top 5 in your position in the world, you have. I'm sorry, but there's for me there's a metric, even if everyone else has got a different one. It's bro, I think it's warranted. Why? You know what it is? It's because he plays for Arsenal. Let's just keep it. It's because he plays for Arsenal.
I have another discussion point. Arsenal's bench looks deadly, bro.
Yeah, I said
every time you look at that bench, any game where we rotate or any game where we have some of our starters not starting, and look at the Newcastle game. You had the luxury of bringing on.
Let's not.
No. I'm just saying you had the luxury of bringing on Martin Odegaard off the bench, for example.
Well, you got the most balanced squad in the league.
Eddie Howe thinking though? Eddie Howe
Eddie Howe had he messed it up. Eddie Howe messed it up.
I know we have this, but going into the season as Kaz, people were still saying, "What are you talking about? We still have a better squad than you." This and that. That's what we're hearing from Liverpool fans. Now that we're playing football, people are seeing our squad in real time.
I had your favourites to win the league. I think you're going to win the league. I had your favourites from the beginning because of your squad. You've got the
who's going to win the league?
Arsenal.
They're not winning the league.
They are winning the league, bro.
Who's going to win it?
Who's going to win it? You're going to say Liverpool?
No.
Who's going to win it?
I'm telling you, Liverpool might still take it.
You said Mike. Okay, if it's not them, who then? You said Mike.
Say Man City.
I have said this every season. Arsenal are not going to win the league. Point blank. They're not.
Why?
Manager they have. It's because of the manager. It's because of the manager.
Well, if we're gonna go, we can talk about that part, but let's talk about even today. If anyone saw today, like your team, Patrick, like Arsenal, one thing that you're doing right now is moving the ball back to front very quickly. You know what I mean? And this is the difference with Odegaard's kind of quality is the one that I've been seeing. See that ball he played into Gyökeres. See the one he played into Martinelli. It's just things like that. This is why you don't write off top guys. But I feel like because you're talking about squads, if you're going to go off squads, Eze is knocking on the door to say, I'm here as well, you know? Like, we've seen him come on in the 10, ball out, and Odegaard's got to get a shift on. It's as simple as that. And this is my whole thing is pretty much with Odegaard is that you can't just lose that because of one bad season. We're in a we're I don't know if you agree, D or Nicky or anyone, but we're in an era, right, where a player can have a quality player could have one bad season, and yeah, they could lose their status a little bit, but they can't just lose it unless you're about 34 years of age. You don't just lose it. Odegaard's quality.
He's a good player. He's a quality player.
He's a quality player, and you know what? Yeah, he was. But that's not an excuse, to be fair, for me. It's just more of a thing where, like, look at Foden. Foden's same thing. He's come alive this season, and you can't deny that. Something's screwed in. He's getting goals, getting assists. If you saw him today, him and Reiner's cooking. So it's the same comparisons.
Let me say this. There's three things for me, and you guys can say these excuses or legitimate reasons if you want. Odegaard was injured last season. I think that was one of the main reasons why he had a poor year. Number two, a lot of chopping and changing, and a lot of the players who consistently would play around him were of a poorer quality. So you are building up play for Raheem Sterling, Trossard, Ethan, and you don't really have the same level of quality as we do now. And then the final thing I would say is positionally, he was being asked to do something completely different last year. Last year he was being asked. Last year he was being basically asked to play as a right winger almost at times. The way that he was so constricted to just one area of the pitch, where today you see him the freedom to go everywhere. And Arteta changed the system from a 4-3-3 to now a 4-2-3-1, and that whoever's playing in that 10 has the freedom to go wherever the hell they want. And that's all we've been asking for. Give somebody in the team the capability to go do what they need to do and help out in whichever side of the pitch. Because I feel like Declan Rice playing in that right 8 was such a focus for us last season, but it also at times took away from the freedom and the creativity from our 10s.
Do you think the introduction of Eze is going to bring the best out of Odegaard in terms of like competing for that number 10 spot? Because you know Eze can play the 10 as well. And so can Odegaard.
It already has, but you know something? It's also brought out that the doomer level of Arsenal fans saying now that Ethan's career is over and then we need to send him on loan. And I hate some of our fans because they start creating problems that are not problems out of nothing. And
we cause problems for ourselves sometimes.
No, I'm talking about people complaining about Ethan not getting minutes. That's the new problem, apparently.
Everyone go. Egal, I have an answer. I have a question for you, Egal, though. Do you think? Okay, look, like today he obviously he played Odegaard and gave him a bit of freedom. Don't forget, I think I told you years ago that I used to say when you guys say you want to give away Odegaard, I used to say I'll gladly take him at City. I think he would suit Pep Guardiola to the T. But right now, looking at the fact where he gave him freedom, let me ask you something. But will Arteta do this in the league when he faces big teams? We say Odegaard because I think Odegaard, right, when he's free, even when
he did it against Newcastle. What are we?
He did it against City in the second half. Eze was literally dropping deep, playing as an 8.
No, I'm talking about Odegaard in general because
remember Odegaard has been injured again this season. Off and on. That's one. Two is with the addition of Eze now, it makes it a lot more easier to allow Odegaard to be freer because then Eze being a creative player too, people will try and mark him out and he'll dribble, which gives Odegaard the chance to win.
Are you saying Eze at the left? Eze at the left.
No, I'm saying you know Arteta says about the 4-3-3, right? But really he's playing at the 4-2-3-1. If you look at how we play, I'm saying if he wants to play both of them together, he can actually play 4-2-3-1, 4 defenders, 2 pivot midfield, which is Rice and Zubimendi, and then play Eze, Odegaard, and Saka right behind Yorkers, right? So if he wants, I'm saying like
first 2 games we've got clean sheets. First 2 games we've got clean sheets. We're on a roll right now, man. We're doing our thing right now. So that's all we've got to do, man. Just make sure we just keep playing like I don't even care no more about the performance. Man wants to win. I care about results. Like if you have to play ugly
otherwise you're gonna get some Liverpool treatment. Otherwise, get some Liverpool treatment going on. Are you sure, man?
No, but it's like but there's a balance though. Like let's say one game we play shit and we win. I don't care. Next game we're gonna ball out anyway.
But does he continue this way of football moving forward, or did he go back to the conservative kind of grinding out results?
But again, you see, this is where fans have to be very careful with this particular. Like, do we continue this way? You play against another team, and they punish us. Just because you play attacking football doesn't mean it's going to win you the game. sometimes the manager, like I'll give you a typical example. The Man City game, I said this clearly. I said we expect City to come out. We expect City to come out and attack, right? So the midfield that Mikel Arteta played was a midfield that was going to bully City's midfield. What did City do? They sat in a low block, which we've never seen them do. 32% ball possession. This is the first time in the history of Pep Guardiola having that kind of possession. So they sat in the low block, hit us on the transition and the counter to be able to score their goal and sat in the low block throughout. This is why in the second half, Arteta then changed the players. But you can't blame the manager for setting up against a team that he expected and we know always has the ball and tries to attack and has good attacking players. So we just we have enough in our squad to shape ourselves up against any team. That's what I like. It doesn't always have to be attacking football. Sometimes 1-0 to the Arsenal, get the 3 points and just get out of there. Other times you need to rack up the goal line and give yourself a goals difference, put in a 5-1, 5-0, whatever, as long as it's done. But this idea that we attacking football consistently, I think it's a joke. And this is why fans get like would win, and you hear fans say things like, "Oh yeah, well you didn't play Eze. Oh no, then he didn't play Daumann." And I'm like, "What are you doing? What are we talking? What are we?" There are games where we'll need Max Daumann, and he will play.
Yeah, but people got to relax though. Yeah, people got to relax. Like Wanyeri's still a kid. Dauman's still a kid. If you're winning and the seniors are performing, you need to know your role in it, like in this kind of hierarchy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Right now, you got Eze that can play 10. Odegaard can play 10. He's your captain. You have to wait for your chance. And the thing is, you're gonna have to take your chance when that comes or arrives at your door.
Not even changing the change room.
That's the way it works. This is why I kept saying to you lot, Egal or Hook, shall I say, or D, when they were talking about start, I would be starting Daumann, or even when Lee said I'm going to start. Not you, but I can't remember. I remember saying someone to a couple of Arsenal fans on panel about why would you want to start him? Why are you relying on a 15-year-old? Like, there's going to be an amount of pressure. The guys finishing GCSEs.
Lee Gunner thinks he's our best player. Lee Gunner thinks
he's our best player. Shit though. He chats best shit. Let's be real, man.
He's an active watcher. So if he's an active watcher of this, so if you got a message, send it.
I think at the end of the day, I just like where we're at squad wise. When I looked at the bench today, I looked at the 11 that we put on the pitch today, and I was like, you can put this 11 up, right, and still win a game. Then you look at the bench and be like, you're bringing people like Bukayo Saka.
He's just rotating. I think he's just getting better with his rotation.
Yeah, he also needs to do that because again, people like Ben White talking back from injury, people like what's his name, Gabriel today. We don't know what that knock is. The minute they saw a knock, you had a Mascara be able to come in for him. That's good. That's what you need in the squad.
Eating good, Dio. Eating good. You used to watch us eat. We used to eat good like that,
Honestly, I like the fact that if we have the drop off.
Look at back in the day, they had two teams.
Look at Madueke.
Look at Patrick.
So, do you expect a challenge for both competitions then this season?
I expect a challenge for all four.
I expect us to challenge again. If you have,
bro. Remember, expectation is different according to expectation and reality is two different things.
We're not talking reality.
That we have, I expect us to compete for everything.
We have enough to be competitive enough. Again, if you want to see the likes of Daumann, Isan play, then we have to be competitive in all those in the Carabao Cups and in the FA Cups, so that they can play in those games.
Sorry to cut off to your point, but Daumann and Ethan may play, but Daumann, he's not playing in the Champions League.
No, not Champions League. That's why I said you have to compete. Yeah. We have to be competitive in other tournaments too. If we're competitive when we go all the way in the Carabao Cup, you'll see Daumann play in those type of games. In the Champions League, you'll see the senior players play. And again, what says to you that Daumann cannot play in a Champions League game where you have a team that is aggressive and you know how he drives the players and wins penalties? If that's a thing that is a tool in your box, don't look at the age. If you're good enough, you're old enough, as far as I'm concerned. He didn't make that squad because of age. He made it because he's good enough, right? So the point is, you might need him.
Let me jump in here. 18 years old and I think 16 years old. These two kids, the fan base wants to see them all the time. But the reality is you're not going to get to see them every single week, every single game. There's going to be, I think, maybe a total of 25 to 30 games you're going to see these guys play as either coming off the bench or some of them starting. Not every single game you're going to see them. And right now, Arsenal should be competing across every competition and viewing our squad to be good enough to keep us competitive when we rotate in the FA Cup, when we rotate in the League Cup, And when we're playing in the Champions League and in the league, we're
I just
playing
want
our
us to rotate
our
much
best
more.
players available.
No, I
Wait,
mean,
can I
I
ask
just want us-
something? Who's crying? Who's crying over? Wait. Okay, who's crying over these kids? Do you know that when Man City was competing in those 4 competitions, we used to do the same, but now I understand.
Bro,
Some of these kids, some of these kids can't trust me. Some of these kids, if you want to win trophies, these kids just have to be like the salt on the top. You can't rely on a
Foden, look at the way
15-year-old
Pep
saying,
bedded Foden in. Look at the way
These guys
Pep
want-
bedded
these guys
Foden.
want
I
them to
respect
start-
that highly.
Bro, 1 second. These guys want
Right.
Ethan to start over Odegaard on a regular basis. Their agenda for the manager and the players has gone to a level where there's certain
Send him.
side of the fan base who believe Ethan and Max Dalman should be playing in this team, regardless of
I can
how.
understand the Wanyeri shots because let's be real though, it does just because Odegaard's now decided that he wants to start playing football now does not mean it wasn't justified before when he was playing like dog shit, consistently getting picked. When he came on for his cameos, especially when he got trusted after he done his shoulder this season, even people like, why are we not playing this? This looks good.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
They're hypocrites,
but
though.
here's the thing, Egal.
They're
Sorry,
hypocrites.
Egal. Sorry. Here's the thing about fans. These guys train every day. Just because you've seen Ethan do one beautiful thing in one game and he did it well, they go by your fitness. They go by how prepared you are the day before the match. They go by match day morning training. Sometimes you don't even get into the squad until the night before. The reason why some of these players don't get in is because they have a plan. They've sat down, they've agreed, and the players know what the plan is. But fans just want to be, fans just want to be like, feel like they are hurt. Like I was on the stream when a fan told me that, oh, the reason Mikel Arteta played Eze in the 10 is because he heard our cry. And I was like, do you realize he had to figure out how to blend Eze in, as talented as Eze is? The same way he's trying to figure out how to get Gyökeres into the game. Like this is their job. Let's criticize them at the end of the season if it doesn't work. But this whole play Ethan, we win a game and everybody wants to complain about Ethan Nwaneri.
Wait, did Gyökeres score today?
No, but he should have though, in my opinion.
He should have scored.
He done well I can't lie, he absolutely bodied those 2 centre backs. Yeah, but there was one instance where he ran down the left hand side. I think Odegaard played him in, or someone else played him in maybe. And at Sporting, I've seen him score it. Left, like coming out wide. Yeah, Trossard, and then he just bangs it with his left foot. It's going bottom bins or on target or something. But this one it's like he took a little bit too long. But especially with the strength of the guy, the centre backs couldn't handle him today. Like his all-round game was actually all right. I was looking at that thinking like Olympiacos, bro, they tried to give it to you, man. They tried, bless them, but obviously you don't play a highlight against Arsenal at the Emirates, man. Come on, man. What we doing out here? What we doing? It's just dumb every time. It was like 1-2-3 phase, and they're already on their attack. If it wasn't for Martinelli and in his bozo moments in terms of just look the fuck up, you would have saw Gyökeres a couple times.
Martinelli when he doesn't think he's one of the best.
He's like Murphy.
One of the what?
He's not one of the best.
Not like that.
No.
Let me
He's like Murphy, bro. He's like
down.
Murphy. He's like Murphy. When he's got no time to think, he can do something. But give him time to think, he will mess up. He will mess up everything.
Why are you hating?
I'm not saying it though.
He didn't do anything.
He doesn't think. He's a good player. He's a good player.
No.
He's an average player, bro.
Don't change. You said one of the best.
Which best?
That's why I said I took the best. That's why I said I took the best back. So
he's just one of them. He's just one of them.
Mons, concentrate. We're gonna come back.
Wait a minute, which best? Which best?
No, it's not my data.
Explain which best.
Innit?
If Martin, I think what he's.
Oh, by the way, hey Patrick.
Mons, I can't believe you made my boy Gundogan look young. Like
No. See what we're not
doing,
doing,
man.
No.
We didn't forget about Torreira.
You know what we're not gonna do. You see what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna act like you lot didn't just draw to Monaco.
No. Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did Mons yesterday?
I heard 4-1s and 5-1s. 5-0.
Who said that?
Who's what? No.
Yeah, but do you know what amazed me yesterday? So I didn't believe it, right? Because I didn't watch most of the game. Then my brother was like, Gundogan is 34 years old, right? I was like, yeah, go check. He's like, look, I just checked Wikipedia. The guy is 33, 34. And then I saw, listen. I saw Gundogan. Body hurts. Gundogan.
You dropped what?
No.
You dropped points today. You dropped
Wait,
points today.
Okay, where are we sitting in the champions and where are you sitting? Because you're 17th last time I checked.
You got 4 points and I've got 3 points. Where you
So
sit?
doesn't matter.
Wait.
Hold on,
So
Patrick.
wait,
Where you
hold on.
sit? Hold on, Patrick. Where are you in the Premier League? Furthermore, how many points you won in the Premier League?
Today's UCL. It says UCL at the top of this stream. It's UCL.
And then beat Burnley and got bare base in their voice because you beat
UCL.
Burnley.
It's UCL. It's
Tired of
UCL.
this.
Look, Mons,
It's UCL.
Mons.
We're coming for you, man.
You
We're
missed
coming
it.
for
You
you,
missed
man.
it.
Don't worry.
You missed it. You
The
missed it.
Gunners,
This
man.
guy,
We're coming, man.
this
Home
guy
for the
was
Gunners.
sitting here saying Arsenal's not winning the league. Arsenal's not winning the league. We asked him who's going to win the league. I think Liverpool. That's
Yeah,
literally
it
what
is Liverpool. It is still Liverpool's. It's still Liverpool's. Yeah, it's still
The
Liverpool.
man
They
sitting
might.
next to
You
you.
said Liverpool might.
Arsenal have a chance to win in the league. They do have a
No,
chance
no.
to win
The
in the league.
man sitting next to you.
It's going down to the wire. It's going to go
Talk
down
about
to the
Patrick.
wire.
Talk about Patrick. Talk about
No,
Patrick.
no.
Oh,
Patrick,
wait.
Patrick, who's sitting next to you, is giving you lip service right now, but he was literally bigging you up 2 seconds.
Yeah,
ago
in the
saying-
UCL, in the UCL, I am in the UCL,
So the
but in the
second I
Prem,
got
it's
it, I'm the hater thing. Is that what you're saying, Egal? He's doing it. The second I got it, doing the
Now
hater
you
thing.
walked in, he wants to act different.
Oh, for real.
Look, before you
Like,
walked
I was
in,
like,
before you
guys,
walked in,
like,
he
I
was
was
saying
like, guys.
before you walked in, Mons, he was saying that Liverpool is winning the league, not Arsenal. Blah blah blah. You walk in
guys
now,
are
he
snitches,
starts,
you know?
he now wants to
Snitching,
start talking shit to you like,
snitching.
oh yeah, Liverpool can't do anything in the Champions
And you
League.
know, when we asked him about Man City, he said, "Oh,
You
That sounds
know
like
what though?
warfare.
Egal. You and me should be united for the UCL laughing at this guy.
You're cowering away like a
laughing at this guy.
You're carrying away like a puppy."
No. I think let me explain it in football terms. I still believe, even right now, even after Liverpool were slapped by Galatasaray, I think this would have been 4-0, but even they were slapped in the Prem. Even though Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace, I still put my chest out and say, if somebody asks me, put money on who's going to win the league, the Prem League, not the UCL, I put Liverpool. I just say your manager, I don't think is good enough to take you over the line. And I'm going to remind you this next year again, when I remind you again, like I reminded you last time again. Because I just think you're not good enough as a manager. I'm just saying it's your manager.
You know something, Patrick? You flip-flop a lot because you were one of the people bigging up Arteta, saying it's not Arteta's fault, it's the squad. Now you're saying it's Arteta's fault.
Because it's the squad. The squad is good, I think so. The squad is good enough right now.
Oh, so you see how
They
he
got the
changes
best
the
squad,
agenda to fit whatever he
Okay,
wants.
let me break it down to you, right? Let me break it down to you. Maybe you understand. I was telling you last time, I think when I went on streams with you, I was saying they need to give him a striker. They need to give him this. They have given him that, but I've watched him and say, I think this man cannot be helped. I think he can't be helped. It's okay. In Africa, we say not every poor person
What
can
are
be
you
helped.
talking about?
I'm talking about Arteta.
Let him finish.
Liverpool, who you think are going to win the league, have looked categorically worse than us. But you're saying Arteta can't be helped. I'm confused. Like, where's your agenda coming
Can I
from?
have that once?
Surely the team that spent almost 400
categorically worse than you.
Wait a minute. Can I ask you something? Did you play against you played against Man City and drew, didn't you?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you played the whole block. You guys played.
Yeah, wait. You played against United. Did you win against United?
Yes, we did.
You did, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But you struggled, didn't you? You also struggled against United.
Yeah, but we
lost.
So Egal, hold on.
So categorically, as you said again, what? Kata what? Say it again. Kata what? What did you say?
Patrick. We've played very tough games, right? Everybody plays tough games. No, hold on. Do you expect us, as crap as you say Arteta is, because you can't have it both ways. You say Arteta cannot be helped. And you say, oh, you struggled against us, City, and you struggled against Newcastle, and you struggled against the United. If it is true that Arteta is that bad a manager, but yet we went and we got points out of those games, as hard as those games were, you got points out of them. Then you turn around and say the manager is no good. Like, explain that. It makes no sense. If he's no good, he's not winning those games. If he's no good, we're not challenging in those games. If he's no good, they are beating us 2-3-4 5-0 in those games. The Newcastle game is not an easy game for Arsenal. Might be for you, fair enough. City game is not an easy game for Arsenal. United, when was the last time we won?
It's not an easy game. But you bumped us 5-1 last time. It's not an easy game.
It's not the point. It's not the point. We're going off track anyway. We're going away from what actually happened today and what's recently. Arteta's the biggest thing with Arteta, which I think we'd all agree, is just certain decisions, certain lineups, favoritism. It's not so much tactics all the time. It's just that was my biggest thing about him. And recently, last couple games, he's rotated well. He's selected the correct squads. He's utilizing your depth. That's all you need to ask for a manager, right? You bring on the right substitutions when they need to, get them some minutes, bring some players off. Gabriel's got a bit of an injury. Yeah, cool. Just come off then. Like, even if it's precautionary, it doesn't matter.
Wait. So,
Right.
Cass,
That's
who-
it. That's
so
it.
Cass, you have them winning. So, Cass, you have them winning the league. You have them winning the league.
Hey, Cass, what did you just say?
Gabriel might be a little injured now. If precautionary, take him off, innit? What? I don't know what I said wrong there.
Wait. So Cass, you have Arsenal winning the league. You have
I
Arsenal.
thought it was
No,
just fatigue. I thought it was just fatigue.
No, right now, I think
thought it was fatigue.
No,
I
he's
don't
fine.
think it's fatigue. No, I don't know. But what's it called until later? But my thing is, I don't have Arsenal exactly winning the league. In my original predictions, I didn't think he was going to do it because I thought Arteta's just going to be Arteta pretty much. But right now, things are going to change because 6 game week in or whatever. You know, Liverpool, I thought were going to be much better than they were. I know they might be sitting top at the moment, but that's just at the moment until
German
otherwise.
Conor Gallagher, you know, that is the funniest
Do you know what I mean?
thing.
Like things have changed. If I'm looking at the overall picture, who's playing the best football, like really and truly, or the most effective? Who's got the best defense? Who looks like quite competent? Do you know what I mean? Which manager is looking like they're doing the correct things? It's like I'd say Arsenal's team is at the moment. I see Man City are not far behind that. And right now, if Newcastle play like they did today, which they've been doing like last year, you're like, I think Eddie Howe's going to go back up into like the top 6, 7, 5s or whatever. It's just certain decisions by managers need to be. Do you know what I mean?
There's a clear gap between Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Between everyone else is like it's not. It's for me, it's night and day.
And then within that, there's another clear gap. I think City, Liverpool are in their own bracket, still trying to figure out their defense, still trying to figure out things. And Arsenal kind of feel like we already know what we're capable of doing.
I think we're also still figuring things out. Again, but we might look marginally better than them, maybe because of how the squad is. But we are also figuring things out. If you look at Arsenal, look at the way Mikel
we're miles clear.
Wait. Egal, who's in the next group? Who's in the next category?
I'm saying City and Liverpool are below Arsenal because of our defensive capabilities and our defensive squad depth.
No,
it's not a match out.
No. So here's the thing. I think I said this on the stream earlier. I said I think that Liverpool have the best forward line, and I'll tell you what I base it on. I base it on end product finishing. Gakpo has end product. Salah has end product. Ekitike has end product. Isak has end product. All those guys.
Lately. No.
But he just again.
They do have much better finishers and game changers.
I'm talking about based off what we know about them. Let's be realistic. These guys are guys that can put the ball in the back of the net. All 4 of those guys. Like on any right. So if you talk defensively,
Haaland, bro.
They've got Haaland. If you talk defensively, then you can say we match up. Doku doesn't have end product. Doku has work rate. How many goals and assists? How many goals and assists?
I think he's got 2 or 3.
But he's not.
He's improved. So I'm talking end product.
Maximan, but with like he's like Saint Maximan, but like the short version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
So that's version. When you look at it that way, there's literally I think we're all again Liverpool and Liverpool and Arsenal. More
but the thing is, Liverpool will figure out when Slot realizes, Gravenberch, stop going forward. You're my 6 now. Go back to that. Love. There you'll see probably a big difference, and also trying to do both of them right once, like in terms of the scrotum boys, in terms of Ekitike and Alexander Ballsack. Like when he realizes it's one, when he realizes
Gonzalez, you know,
when it's one or the other. And you're gonna have to fit Verts into this team somehow because
that's the big problem. Fitting Verts.
Yeah, but why? I just
easily play on the left.
I'm not saying he can't, but
Isak's better suited to the left. Isak's better suited to the left.
Yeah, but you're not putting 125 million pounds on the left.
Yeah, you're not putting that on the left.
One goal and open play.
Yeah, you're not putting that on the left when the other one can't even fit in the middle.
You know that.
Guys, my point.
We see this almost every game, other than the Arsenal game, unfortunately.
Everybody knows Pep is the best manager. Everyone knows Liverpool have the better attack. But at this moment in time, I'm looking at Liverpool and I'm saying to myself, the next 5 games will tell me everything about Liverpool. Will they be able to solve their situation with the right back situation? Will they be able to solve their build-up play situation? Will they be able to solve their defensive deficiencies? Will Konate all of a sudden look better on the ball? There's a lot of things that don't look good at Liverpool. City, in my opinion, their attack is still dangerous.
He wants to go Madrid, man.
I'm going to say though, Gary, don't underestimate a part defense of City's, because Vardy and Diaz as a partnership are good. Nico O'Reilly, since coming back into the fold or since even playing left back, even you like him once, You can't deny that. And when Kuzanov is fit playing right back, and that's the issue, is the depth part of it. So you're not wrong.
Kuzanov
But when
can play, you
Kuzanov's
know.
there, Kuzanov
can
at
play.
right back, actually, he can learn a
can
trade
ball
there, innit?
still.
He's
the left
solid.
back? Who's the left back?
Nico O'Reilly.
No, but my thing
Oh,
about City,
The young
my
boy,
thing
the
about
two young boys.
my
We've
thing
got
about
Nori
City-
coming back as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
my thing about City is they're
And Turkey's
more-
back. Turkey and Kovacic are back also.
I think City is more vulnerable to one injury ruining their season more than
Yeah,
Liverpool.
exactly. The thing is their depth and quality at the back is not all there because one moment you've got that, if not, you got Nunes. Do you know what I mean? That's the biggest difference. Even Rodri, if Rodri comes out, it's like fuck. Even though his knee's starting to still, Nico Gonzalez, I thought he played really good today when he come on. It's just that I don't think that penalty was a penalty. I think that ruined it all. But the difference is you can play Rice and Zubimendi. You got Grav and McAllister and stuff like that. People that are just competent enough to play that role,
Who's
which is
better at
probably
the
the most
two?
important.
Which midfield? Liverpool and Arsenal. Who's got the better midfield?
Oh, give it to Liverpool because they won the league and they have name brand. But honestly, it's not. It has nothing.
No, stop that. Stop
It
that.
has-
Stop that.
Honestly,
But
you give
it is true that they had a better midfield last season and they won the league with that
give it to
midfield.
Liverpool.
And then
But
this
let's be
season,
honest.
Man, I'll be real. It's Liverpool, man. What are we doing?
One second.
He's a Chanel runner.
Let me finish.
Chanel
You
runners.
give it to Liverpool, but the reality is that same great midfield can't build up play without Trent right now. They're looking very shocking in the build up play without Trent.
Again,
It's
yeah,
one
wait,
simple tweak, man. Let's be real. I've already said it. It's one simple tweak. Just leave Gravenberch to do it like he did last year, and their build-up will be fine. Let Szoboszlai
let's
get
be fair.
involved with him at least. Not going to be like Trent, but this is down to slot. It's not down to. It's not.
Yeah.
This is all down to. For me, tactically,
Liverpool
down
hasn't
to
played the midfield that won the league last season together this season. Do you know that?
I think
They
people
have.
are underestimating.
They
I think people are underestimating. Everyone,
Okay, so when I mean play them, I'm not talking just the one-off game. I'm saying the norm. When you talk about something, I'm saying what is the norm? Like, have they is this the midfield that like we know Zubimendi has played almost every game? That's the norm for Arsenal now. We know that Declan Rice is playing almost every game. That's the norm. I'm talking when I say they haven't played them. If they've played them in one game, that's not the norm. That's an exception.
Do you know what's funny, Dad? Do you know what's funny? That this man at Liverpool were going after Szoboszlai, was a 10, but there's a 10 they just bought. He's not doing as good as the job Szoboszlai was doing.
And that's exactly true. But
should put him right back.
The problem is, again, there's something that Egal said that's actually spot on. Our midfield last season is absolutely fine. Granted that Trent is doing what Trent is doing, and Salah is having an all-timer, or Salah is being Salah.
Yeah.
So there's two things this season that aren't happening. Trent is no longer here, and Salah is aging. We have to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, what I would say is that everyone is gonna focus on Wirtz, rightly so, and gonna microanalyze what he's doing. But people are really underestimating that the fact that McAllister being the worst version of himself right now is heavily impacting the team. Liverpool are very reliant on McAllister. Yes, we're reliant on Gravenberch for the 6 reasons, but with McAllister being a blend of the 10 and the 8, he's our best midfielder. And the fact that he's been playing like he has high cholesterol this season, genuinely, is really is like it's affecting the team as well. It is.
It's his chemistry with Wirtz. They literally stand on top of each other when they're playing.
It kind of feels like that.
They don't really. They haven't played together too much, to be fair.
So when I see them on the pitch,
I don't think they should play together. But what I'm saying is McAllister's role for Liverpool, McAllister not being in the team and not like that is also a massive thing, as well as Wirtz not doing what he's doing.
So should Wirtz take some time out of the team then for a little bit?
Huh?
Should he take some time out of the team a little bit?
No, you can't do that. He's 120.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't like to play Wirtz and McAllister in the same team, but McAllister has been categorically our worst.
Are you saying the price determines that I must play? Like a player must play? No, as a manager, I don't care. If it's not working, listen. This is where it is. If I buy 125 million player, 120 million, and it's not working right now, and I need to remove, I'll remove him from the team. For the better team, I'll use it to stabilize the ship and then figure out how to use him.
So are you trying to say he's failing?
Stabilize the ship.
Is he failing?
No, I'm saying it's not failing. If it's not working now, does not mean it cannot be fixed. The point is,
that's what I'm saying. It can still be
look
fixed.
at the manager. Look at the manager.
It can still be fixed. I totally agree with you.
That game in the Champions League, you had a right back playing as a right winger, you had a midfielder playing in defense, and you had Florian.
Yeah, he got it wrong. Yeah, I called him out for that. You got it wrong.
And I'm like, you're doing too much. I know you wanted to try this. Maybe you thought this was the game you could try it, but in my opinion, he got it all wrong, and he
I
also got
agree.
it wrong versus Crystal Palace. And I think
I
it's
agree.
been happening too often this season. And the main reason why it's happening is because you walked into a Liverpool team that was quite settled. Everyone kind of knew what they were doing, and you had to make small tweaks. Now you're basically having to refigure out how your whole team's going to function with half of your players or half of your effective players gone.
It's too many new players trying to integrate as well when you deep it. Like
It's not too many. I think we're just right now the
no,
system,
like you're moving pieces. You lot.
like, Slot has got it wrong, bro. Slot's got it wrong.
Yeah.
Right, bro. But it doesn't mean
It's
it can't
tactical
be
tweaks.
No, but it is a lot. It is a lot.
No matter what anyone says, with the performances, they need to be better. The performances have to get better, and it's a structural problem as well as a concentration problem. There's a lot of individual mistakes we're seeing that we're not used to. Apart from Konate, we're used to seeing that, in my opinion. Apart from Konate, we're not used to seeing as many individual mistakes as we're seeing.
But you know why Konate's poor? Because Konate used to rely on Trent to do a lot of the.
Konate's always
just got that goal though, G man.
Konate is physically a monster, but he has brain farts, and he's been having brain farts, and it's something that I've said for a long time now. And as I said, people, I only think our fan base are only slandering him personally because of the contract situation, not because of his actual quality. And I think that there's no middle ground with Konate. He's amazing.
Honestly, no agenda. Kirkes, Frimpong, and the back line being changed does have an impact on what do you call it? Let's be honest, Konate's build-up play and ability to break the lines. He doesn't have that.
Not when you're just playing. When you're playing back.
He always used to pass the ball to Trent to end up progressing it. It wasn't a thing where it's like he had to do too much. I feel like now he's being asked to do more. Since you don't have Trent there anymore.
I'm talking about the brain farts and the positioning and the defending. That's nothing to do with Trent. In build up, fair enough, we can have that conversation, but its actual defending has been an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Liverpool's biggest issue really is that it's not so much the fullbacks, because the thing is, it's just the core is sluggish and it's rubbish right now.
Yeah, we're moving the ball.
Like, think of it like this. Your core, the only pieces you moved, out of your core, I'd say, is obviously Gyökeres is the new boy and there's Zubimendi. But the difference is you got a stable like little trinity going on, obviously at the back, no matter what. Konate was performing well. Then Connor Bradley would be doing a lot better. I guarantee Kirks would have been a lot better. If the core in the middle, or whatever. If one of the pieces in the middle, like Gravenberch, can't do it by himself. If McAllister was performing, then Gravenberch would be better. But the thing is, where this, and obviously the Verts in the 10, Verts in the 10, obviously, which is a part of that kind of core by Ekitike. If there's too many pieces for me in that core that is just cracked right now, why is it not really gelling?
We don't have to cram everything in. My thing is that I believe, obviously, Ekitike is injured now, so this probably can't happen. Ekitike likes to play everywhere but in the box, even though he's actually a good finisher. And he has the quality, like if he was in the box more, he'd actually get more goals. And he's already getting goals anyway. I actually think the midfield 3, the 10, the guy who wants to be involved in all the games should actually be Ekitike. I think it should be him. I think he should be the, and then I think at that point, you can play McAllister and Gravenberch. You can still play Szoboszlai right back. On the ball, Szoboszlai can tuck in and be that fourth midfielder. That's what he does anyways. When he plays right back, he tucks in as a fourth midfielder on the ball. That can easily work. That's where, and then if you want to tweak the balance, you can just go back to the old midfield.
You got one more problem. I don't know if you guys know. I sometimes I just watch random things. I watched every single goal Mo Salah scored for Liverpool at some point this summer, and the average. The average positioning of where he would receive the ball and where he would score from was closer to the goal, inside the box, in and around that half space, just on the right side, and he would end up scoring from there. This season for Liverpool, he hasn't been receiving the ball in that space that often. He's been receiving the ball outside of the box, being asked to go and progress and do it himself. And that is another reason why he's not scoring as much goals. I think he is positionally moved so much wider because of Florian Wirtz being in that central area.
But we'll see anyways. We'll see on the weekend anyways, man. Look, Arsenal got a good win.
It was a very good win still.
Newcastle got a very good win.
Newcastle got a very good. Volta Maida, yeah. His link up is big Nick energy. That's what I'm gonna say. Big Nick energy, man. Because
that's man gives.
Honestly, look. Think about it like this, yeah. You want to talk about start to the life in the Premier League under a Newcastle better than he's at right now. Champions League debut, scored that, done that. Premier League debut, scored that, done that. 3 goals, player of the month, settling in well, and he's not even playing 90 minutes for every bit of time. Vista's yet to come into play as well. People forget about that. Asula
When's
is
Wissa back?
After international break.
After international break. Asula is getting better. Now he's getting minutes and whatnot. Like, look, Newcastle, your time's been awful, right? And you know that. And that's down to Eddie Howe, in my opinion.
Yep.
But when Nick Voltameda plays, there's a big difference in how your team plays. Elanga plays much better. I would say Anthony Gordon's getting more involved. Finally, it's about time. He needs to get rid of that headband. Though, I'll be honest.
He looks ridiculous.
Yeah, like do you know what I mean? Princess Diana settings, but it's just like he needs to stop all of that. But other than that, yeah, Lewis Hall it's funny. Whenever Lewis Hall's fit, Livermento's not. When Livermento's fit, Lewis Hall's not. So you can never get best of both worlds. But yeah, I think Newcastle, if there's a time to start building on the performance, you got Forest this weekend. I need you to go and fuck up.
Yeah, if we can't win that, then there's a serious problem.
Feet up. Go beat him.
We should do it. We should do it. But no, Voldemort has made a good start.
Wolfie is the sole reason every
Gordon is on penalties.
Is it Gordon on penalties?
Yeah. He took the 2 today. But now Voldemort has made a good start to the Prem. Like you said, the link-up play is really good. That's 3 goals, a goal in the Champions League as well. Good flick today. But like you said, he brings everyone else into play. He's going to bring out the best out of Elanga and Gordon, even Harvey Barnes. And if you notice, well, maybe not too much today, but he allows the midfielders to get forward a lot more as well, like the Brunos and Tonali. Tonali's playing on a different level, by the way. I think he walks into any team in the Premier League.
Right, Tonali's creme de la creme box-to-box players, man. That is basically Gattuso reinvented for today's modern football. And
the one thing I would give Eddie Howe credit for is the use of rotation, because we know what happened last time he was in the Champions League. The injuries piled up. He had the same 13 players playing every single game, ran them into the ground. So now he's making the changes. We've got the squad now. Yes, we've got a few injuries, but we had to win this game, man, because we hadn't had a great start to the season. 1 win in the Premier League. You know what I mean? But it's good to see that we scored 4 goals away from home in the Champions League. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can kickstart our season. It was a good, solid performance. Nick Pope still had a bit more to do than I'd like, but there was some Gordon with the 2 goals might give his confidence a big boost. Elanga got man of the match.
Your penalty taken permanently.
D-man, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
Do you think Tonali's going to leave Newcastle at the end of the season?
Why?
It depends. It depends. I think he'll sign a new contract, because that's next on the agenda. But contracts don't mean much anyway. But
that guy is a baller.
He is, but that's the thing. If we qualify for Champions League again, I think he stays in it. But the Wolves are going to be circling. If he plays at the level that he's playing now, the likes of the big Premier League teams, the Barcelonas, the Madrids, and all that, they'll be looking at him, man. They'll be looking at him. So
that's what I was gonna say.
He's our best player. The team's got to be built around him, and we've got to match his ambition. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
What's the Champions League? It's only game week 2. I'm not really looking at the Champions League table till like 5 games in. Right now, it's too early to be worried about anything. But Newcastle getting the win was necessary. You needed to win these.
You just got to grind out your results at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, but we had to win. This is our easiest game on paper for the whole 8 games, isn't it? So we've got to go to Marseille, got to go to PSG. We've got Jose
Wait, you're just getting bare French teams up all of a sudden. All right.
I know, but
I need you, man, to beat Marseille still. For personal reasons,
Greenwood, I hear
certain guy that plays for Marseille, but
Yeah, but he scored again yesterday, didn't he? He's balling over there, man. It's gonna be hard, but listen, a win's a win, innit? A win's a win. Can we build on it? Let's see, innit? Let's see.
Yeah.
Where do you think?
Time to put. Do you agree? Do you agree with this? One sec. Time to put Tonali in the Caicedo, Rice, healthy Rodri conversations. Dude is slept on by most mainstream and social media. Also, big up to the panel and Cass. I thought Newcastle were going to lose. I thought Newcastle were going to lose today, but
I thought we'd draw, to be honest.
But another McAllister decided he wanted to get hooked.
You man are taking the piss about saying Newcastle were going to lose, man.
I thought because USG are not that.
I don't think they're going to lose.
No, but look how we've been playing. Look how Newcastle have been playing as well. We didn't create chances, not scoring goals. You never know, man. They beat PSV.
I think Cass said away from home.
No, but your striker's better than Isak, so you should be scoring goals, no?
He did though. So
you know what I mean? He did his job.
You know what I'm saying?
But Tonali, to go back to that comment, Tonali's been in that conversation for a while. The Caicedos and Gravenberch. For me personally, I think if you watch Newcastle, he's that guy.
Since he's come back from that ban, He's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
bro.
yeah. He's been better than Bruno Gomes. Bruno Gomes is just
100%.
PR.
100%, bro.
100%.
He's their
Tonali's a
main. He's their
baller.
main guy. He's their main guy in that midfield now. Joe Linton's the one I'm looking at, thinking you might need replacing. You are
Oh,
not.
100%.
Yeah, he
That's
doesn't
what-
look great. He doesn't look.
Ram-
The
Ramsey
ball's
was
left
great.
Joe Linton. The ball's left Joe
How
Linton.
many midfielders get named before Tonali gets mentioned? I think at least 7 or 8.
Huh?
Yeah, but that's how it
Mm.
depends. It depends how you want to kind of. It depends if you. I'm going to say this: if you watch football properly, like Premier League and ballers from other teams and stuff, and not just your own team, you know how good Tonali is.
Yeah, of
Do you know what I
course.
mean?
Tonali's been
Egal,
amazing.
what are you
When he
talking
came
in the world or
Newcastle, I
in
think
the
he's gonna
Prem?
pop.
You know what?
Okay,
Actually,
that's
here
a
we go.
joke.
Central
Yeah?
midfield. Here we go. Look, central
That's fine.
midfielders. Central
the Premier-
midfielders that are not 10s. Yeah, name them. Name them now. Like on the top of your head, central midfielders.
Yeah,
They could
so
be
name
6/8s. 6/8s.
Okay, let's go through it. First of all, Liverpool, how many do they have? 2, right?
Gravenberch.
They got 2, McAllister and Gravenberch, right? Then you go to Arsenal. You can say Declan Rice. You can say Zubimendi. It's up to
Zubimendi's
you.
not better than him.
Zubimendi's not better than Tonali.
Say what you
I'll
want
be
to say.
so
I
real.
adamantly disagree. We're obviously not counting the Odegaards and these kind of guys. Then you go to City. How many do they have?
Rodri, bro. That's it.
Rodri, okay. Then who else is there? Chelsea, Caicedo, Enzo. Better
No,
than
Enzo's
Enzo's better than Tonali.
No,
No,
no, no.
come
Enzo's
on,
not.
bro.
No,
Enzo
Enzo's not
last
better. Enzo's not better.
Enzo,
Enzo's not better.
Enzo last season, Sneaky was one of the better midfielders in this league.
He didn't
Yeah,
perform
but
better
he
than
wasn't.
Tonali, bro.
He wasn't
didn't.
doing what Tonali was doing. Not in my opinion.
He
If
was
you,
not
if,
better than Tonali.
he wasn't better than Tonali last year. Not in my opinion, but okay, fine. No, it's fine. If that's what he thinks, it's all good.
Can I tell you something, Egal? Do you know that the only reason why Tonali right now is not like Tonali is that good, but just the fact that of those bans and the issue he's right. If he was at City or other places, people would be glazing.
Adam Wharton's better than Tonali.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
I
I don't
can't
know.
lie.
Wharton's a baller. Wharton is a baller.
But they're different kind of ballers, though, isn't it?
But I'd have
definitely
Tonali
different.
above Rice. I'd have Tonali above Declan Rice.
Yeah, someone said we
Adam Wharton's definitely above, in my opinion.
Caicedo, Gravenberch, and Wharton are the only 3 for me.
You know where I put Tonali? I put Tonali just right there behind Adam Wharton. That's where I would say. Just right there.
Wait. Isn't it like Rodri is up there, then there's a gap? Isn't that how we go? Because there's a gap. There's a big gap.
Rodri has to stay fit for another season to see how he's performing.
Here we go, PFC.
Mm.
Anyway,
Right now,
You know what?
right
Talking
now-
about that girl.
right
Talking
now,
about that girl.
I would say because Rodri had this year out, the people who are at the top is Declan Rice and Gravenberch. Simple.
Got Caicedo.
Caicedo's up there too, yeah.
Caicedo's better than both of them.
I'm not putting Rice up there.
Caicedo's not better than both Gravenberch.
Caicedo's better than Gravenberch, and he's better than
He is.
Rice. Yeah, he definitely is.
Caicedo's that guy.
Caicedo for me.
Chelsea have a great midfield. Chelsea have a great midfield, and their midfield's probably the best in the
Because
league.
Rodri's been out for 12 months, I'm gonna say right now Caicedo is the best midfielder in the league.
Nah, he's not better than Rice or Gravenberch.
1,000,000% for me. Well, that's look, each to their own in it. But talking about teams that kind of bottled today, smash the likes, people. I haven't even asked one time. If you D-man, if you got a channel and if you put it in the private chat if you don't mind, because I can put in some of my stream elements and whatnot. Patrick, man, head up. First and foremost, have you liked the video?
For me?
Yeah. Have you liked the video? Yeah. Okay. Well, make sure you smash the likes, people. You already know what it does for the channel. It's not even on 200 likes. You lot are being lazy little cunts. But other than that, what happened today with your team? Because you know what? I can't really banter you because I watched your game and I thought you should have smashed them like 6-0. 6-1.
Yeah, I was looking at the game, and I was watching it. And to be honest with you, I think even though Man City were becoming a bit of a banter club last season, we're being laughed at by many people who have been waiting for us to fall. This season, yes, we lost against Brighton, we lost against Spurs. You've been saying this, Cass. I've been watching you that, this team is somehow still playing good football. It's coming back somehow. Look, Monaco, it happens. I don't think that was a pen, personally. We lost over something that was just a moment, We didn't lose because City were not playing good. We didn't lose because Monaco were playing super. It's just that it happened where he put his leg up. He actually caught the ball, by the way. If you see the slow-mo, like he got the ball.
I saw.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Look, I'm not worried, man. Like we draw against Monaco, who cares? I'm not worried about it. I am much happier that City look better. And if somebody who's watching us right now doesn't say we look better, you're just lying to yourself. Even when we were going to play Arsenal, I know that most Arsenal fans were disappointed with the draw, but I had a feeling that, look, with the way we're playing, the players are working very hard. We'll get something out of it. So, look, there's not much to speak about City. Like, you're right. There's not even much somebody can banter. If somebody tries to banter, like Links in the group, he was trying so hard because he wants to drag me to the trenches with himself and Liverpool. There's nothing you can banter right now. It just happened. Penalty. It is what it is. We move on to the next game. The only game I'm worried about is Brentford, because every time we go away to Brentford, we get smoked sometimes. So,
but aren't you okay? Yeah, you said you're looking good, but don't you realize, like, the way you guys are playing, like, you ship in goals, yes, you score goals. You have Haaland, so Haaland will score goals, right? Haaland is a goal machine. In fact,
have we shipped that much recently, though?
No. What I'm saying,
have we shipped that much?
If you look at the table, though, the league, and even like today, yes, you look better. Yeah, maybe the penalty, maybe that's not a shout. I agree, but 2-2. Again, against Arsenal, giving up the game to come, dropping 2 points and getting 1 point out of it in a game that you could have taken over, right? So my point is, does that worry you as a City fan that, okay, we're looking better, but we're still not getting like maximum points out of games?
I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like, look, with the way we played last season, with the way we were last season, you can actually see a difference. I'm just saying there's something even Pep said in the press. I said it way before, after the United game. I know people are like, it's United. I just wanted to see a bit of fight, desire. I just wanted to see something from them. And it looks like they're trying to get back. And majority of the players now, I know it's just words maybe to some people, but they have started speaking, saying we will see what happens at the end of the season. We will prove to people what we can do. Pep said the same thing. So, look, it's looking good. Yes, we got a draw against Monaco. You're right. Monaco scored an amazing goal, the first one. And then, obviously, the pen. Then we drew 2-2. But we should have finished more chances. Haaland is in great form.
Foden's
I'm praying that
really good form as well, man.
Yeah, Foden looks great, by the way.
The
team looks okay. Yeah.
De Bruyne's in good form. So is Højlund. He's 2 assists, 2 goals for both of them.
Okay, let me ask you something. Let's just divert away from City.
Hold on.
No. We're not diverting away from City.
Patrick, hold on. Sorry, Patrick. In the league, you scored 14 goals and you've conceded 6 goals already.
Not that bad, to be fair.
No, not bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're scoring, but you're also shipping in goals. So I'm like, doesn't that worry you? Even though you're playing better, you might end up in a situation where you draw a lot of games. Because again, like Arsenal last season, right? Look, let me give you a break. Last season, Arsenal lost 4 games. Liverpool lost 4 games. We had the same number of wins with them. The difference is the draws. We had 14 draws. They had 9 draws. Of those 14 draws, 6 of them we played with 10 men. 6 of them we played with 10 men last season. Yeah. So my thing is, like, in that situation where you guys are either losing, drawing from winning positions, even though you're playing well, does it not bother you as like
it doesn't. Even if you look at the table, Liverpool have shipped 7 goals. You guys and Newcastle are the only ones who've got good defense. I just see, like, this is what I told people at the beginning. I know that this is Man City's, this is Pep Guardiola's issue. Drawing a game looks like a defeat these days. Shipping in a lot of goals looks like it's bad these days. But this is the norm. And at the end of the day, I'm not concerned. If you look at that table, Liverpool have 7, you guys have 3, Newcastle have 3. Newcastle have been incredible. I am not worried, to be honest. But there's nothing that's worrying me.
Where do you see City finishing, though? Because you said Liverpool going to win league, so you know you're not going to win it. So
can I be honest with you? 100%.
Yeah.
I have no prediction for City. We're just enjoying the ride. It's no prediction. It's
enjoying it. But you're meant to be challenging for the top honors, because you're not going to win the league. Do you see winning the Champions League?
Wait, are we not supposed to have a break though after all these years?
You had a break last season.
Yeah, give us another break. How long have you?
What do you mean? What do you mean? We won a treble. We won a 3-peat. We had one break. We came back after that. To be fair, Mourinho landed, so that was the biggest difference. But yeah,
2 years without no major trophy. I don't know. I think this might be Pep's last season anyway. But
he's got one more than maybe.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he's going to see out his contract, and then that's that. Guy's knackered. The guy's done, man.
He is, and I don't think it's not going to get better than this. It's not going to get better than this for.
Yeah, remember, we thought we was going to have a break. We've had a break for 12 to 12 years. Do you know what I mean?
but you've been winning trophies throughout, though. I know you.
Yeah, but that's what you have in a break. It's like picking up some bad bees along the way, but it is what they're not exactly the ones that they're not the 10s they like. the ones on the night out, but they look like 10s, but really and truly they're 6s. Do you know what I
Nah,
mean?
you're not even picking up ones with makeup. You know what you're picking up. You do know what you're picking up. That I picked up something bad here. But you know, let me just say for City, I don't know. It's unpredictable because there's a voice at the back of my head, a City voice saying we might surprise people here. Like people are like even Guy Neville comes out and say there's only 2 teams in this league. I'm actually laughing and saying we might actually surprise people because the team looks a bit okay. Turkey's coming back, Kovacic is coming back.
Marmoush is back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're getting some of the ballers back. And you know what? Castle's right. The key for City might actually be Kusanov staying fit, which is another thing that obviously is breaking my heart because I think if he stays fit, we're going to be able to stop those counters. But our center back pairing looks great. Unfortunately, I don't know if Diaz, let's say for instance, Diaz and Joshua gets injured. Will John Stones and Ake do it? I don't think so. But we look okay. And I'm happy at the moment. And I know people are saying we're Haaland FC, but this is Haaland's league, man. He's got 8 goals, and the second guy in the league has got 4 goals. So it is Haaland's league. So maybe right now Haaland is saving our asses, as Dio says. But I'm hoping for the best, but I can't give you a prediction because I don't know what to expect from this team at this moment in time. I know we're in transition, even though people don't want to admit that.
Well, we'll see what happens to you on the weekend. You got Brentford away on Sunday.
That's another one I'm worried about. I really want to see what we do against Brentford away.
You're beating them. You're going to beat them. But anyways, people, make sure you smash the likes. You can type in people's names. Their channel should come up. I haven't done Patrick's yet. So if you've seen a gal on the channel once, D-man, you can write D, middle score man. It should come up.
Wait, Cass, can I ask you one thing, Cass? Because I saw a video that popped on my YouTube when I was at work. I usually watch you guys at work sometimes, or the channels. One popped. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it. What did you say? Glasner is begging for United. He's doing very well.
Dreams of United. Yeah. He wants United, man. He said he'd take Man United. This is from Ben Jacobs. He'd take the Man United job. What was it? What was the word? In a heartbeat. Man's begging for my club.
He's a nutter. Go end of the season, bro. He's on a good thing with Palace, and Man United are a sinking ship at the moment. There's no reason to go to Palace.
I wouldn't say we're sinking. I wouldn't even call us a sinking ship, man. I just think we just need a manager, man.
You do, but you saw Amron come in mid-season. Glasner, why you're in a good thing with Palace or what?
Nah, you just want to see. All right, we hear it. We got this fake rivalry going on with Newcastle again, like with their rival all the time.
Just before we go, bro, what's your beef with Newcastle, bro? Because